We're
And
live.
here we are. So nice to see you again, Anne.
Thank you.
I'm glad you had a great week with your fam, or a great day today with your family.
Oh, yeah. Lovely.
Your weather looks bright through your window.
It's not bad. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's quite warm. We've had a bit of a wet, showery week. The farmers are happy because we've had some rain.
Yep.
But it's not bad. And of course, it's light so late, isn't it? I
Oh
love it.
yeah, because here you are
Yeah.
5 hours ahead of me, and it's still daylight there, and my
Yeah.
room's bright too, and I have
It'll be light till about 10:30 at night here for
isn't it?
another,
Wow.
where are we? 7. For
Yeah.
another
See.
couple of weeks. And then
Yes.
it'll start to
Yeah. We
go the
don't.
other way.
It starts getting dark here about 8:45, so we don't get it that late at night, bright, like light, like you. So
Ah,
yeah, 8:30 to 8:45. It's lights out here. Everything's dark. So yeah,
that's
amazing.
something to do with latitude and longitude, but I can't
Yeah,
tell you what.
where we are in the
Maybe
globe. And all
somebody
that.
can enlighten
Oh,
us.
it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, we want to say hi to Jeff. We're going to wait a few minutes till we get a few people in the room. Again, we never know how many people we're going to get. Um, I was writing something down here, but I'm going to get rid of it now. I don't need to say anything here. Everybody knows the room rules. So Jeff, it's always nice to see you. We don't know, it's summertime. People are on vacation. People are busy,
Yeah.
I think it's a holiday weekend. Wasn't it the holiday weekend in the States not too long ago, this week or something? I don't know. People
I
are getting
don't know.
together, have family dues and barbecues and that. So we just play it by ear and see how busy we are.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
always think that the right people come that are meant to be in the room. That's my
That's exactly
understanding.
it.
And it
Right.
might be 33, and that's fine. And it might be 3, and that's just as fine because the right people
Exactly.
are
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. It's what's
Yeah.
meant to be will be. The people that are coming in, and most people like Jeff, they know we're going out every week. And Jeff, if you're listening, you get a notification, right? When I'm going out live, and Ann and I are going out live, and that can, because you have joined, you're a member, and you've also subscribed to me. So, so you see those notifications when they come in that we are going live, right? Because I did post it. I thought it was yesterday. I posted that you
Yes.
and I were going live, but I went back to StreamYard, and I didn't have it, the StreamYard there. So I had to do that just before I sent you the link. Um, yes, he says he gets notified. So hopefully
Good.
everybody else will get notified too. I haven't seen Tammy in a while, but she's out on social media, and people are just busy. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's always nice to catch up and chat too. What's new with you, Jeff? How are things where you are? And how are you hanging in with the way the economy is over where you are, and all the crazy things going on? We don't want to get into too much with the politics, but how are you doing in general? How are you keeping? It's always nice to have a few minutes to chat to our people and our followers and our subscribers. It's a little delayed, so feel free to just type in something and how you're doing while we have time to talk. We don't normally do this because when people are in the room constantly, um, constantly, okay, I gotta get out of here. I thought I could do something. Then we don't get a lot of time to chat you up when we're busy doing readings. So, yeah, this is kind of a funny day, eh? Usually they're popping in quicker than this.
Yeah.
What time is it now?
Just
It's only,
10
it's
past,
only
coming up to 10:07. So,
it's
well,
not.
7, 10 past 2, where
Yeah.
you are. Yes. So,
So,
we had the loveliest week this week with my lovely, lovely mum, and so blessed that she
yeah,
was able to enjoy her birthday.
isn't that
And
amazing?
we took her to there's a beautiful place near where we live, and it's called Betty's Tea Rooms, and you can Google that. They are like a proper English afternoon tea establishment. So all of the staff are dressed in black and white to serve on the tables. The food is absolutely beautiful. All the little cakes are made.
Penny
The
Ford.
original man that set it up was a Swiss pastry chef. So,
Oh, wow.
and we took mum, my sister and I, and my husband David, and a cousin, and we all had this afternoon tea, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was beautiful. And you know, when the tea comes, and I'm absolutely thrilled when they do it, and I have been before, but you've got it like in a silver teapot with the hot water, any blend of tea that you can possibly want, with the little tea strainers. You know, heaven forbid that they should have a tea bag. You know, it's proper leaf tea, and you put it through the tea strainer. And I always have a look at the little tea leaves have made a shape. And
oh yeah, tea leaves, right?
Tea leaves.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, Charlotte's got a lot of the teacups. She's bought them with all the different signs in them, and she's got a whole collection of them now. And that was her thing, to go out and do tea leaves. And then I don't know, she just got busy and it got waylaid, but she was getting good at it. Yeah. Okay, Damara says, do we get dressed to the nines? That's what I like. When you go to tea.
Yes.
Hat on, or your
no, I didn't have a hat. That would have been a step too far. But when you get the confirmation of your table reservation, you book it, and then it'll, a couple of days before, they'll say, are we still expecting you, Mrs. Ellis and family? And they will ask you to dress smartly.
So there's a dress code. Yeah.
They'll give you a dress code. So, you know, you wouldn't go in jeans or
anything.
So you know, nice tea dress.
The guys wear pants and a shirt with a collar.
So they'll have
more than we can.
You know, a jacket and shirt and jacket. You don't necessarily need a tie, but for the gentleman, a smart shirt. Oh, it's lovely.
She wants to go. Oh, can you go last? Yes, you can go last. It's kind of slow right now, so we're just chatting everybody up tomorrow. How's things in New York right now where you are? Jeff said that, you know, he's in the States too, and you know, the craziness, but we're not going to get into the politics right now. I will send you a picture of what we look like. Ooh, I love it. Yeah. Where are the pictures?
Is afternoon tea still around 3 to 5 p.m.? Yeah, you can have it. Yes. Whenever you like. We had ours a little bit earlier because it suited my mum better. So we had it early afternoon. Yes, 3 to 5. That's and little tiny sandwiches and scones.
We have this really boutique-y town outside of Niagara Falls, Canada, called Niagara on the Lake. And the hotel that the tea room is in is the Prince of Wales Hotel. Okay. And it's very formal like that. And I told you it's something like $78 or a person to go and have this, if you're going to get the whole works, right? And they have gluten-free, and they have the petit fours and the sandwiches and everything like that. It's very expensive, but it's lovely. But I don't think they have a dress code. They may at the Prince of Wales, but anywhere else, like little communities where my church is, it's called Waterdown. They have a tea house there, and different towns have tea houses, but there's no dress code per se. The majority of people go are women, right? Our guys aren't into that. They'd rather have something more substantial to eat than a little and desserts or whatever, you know. They'd have to eat 10 of them to feel satisfied. But it's a great outing. And you know what? I don't know about you, but I like to dress up. I like to
and all of us look really smart. And that's part of the occasion, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. We got Trend Zone here.
Damara says, where are the pictures?
I know. Do you know, she sends me pictures all the time on Messenger privately to me, Damara, when she's got her granddaughter with her, and when they're doing outings, and when she goes to the lake area in England, in the UK, they're on their holidays. And she's even kind of did a little video one time in one of the B&Bs they were in. And I live precariously through her, right? And you know, and I'm always watching. I'll
send you some pictures when I finish tonight.
Damara's on Facebook too, so I could share them to Damara, or you could, if you. I
wouldn't put them publicly on Facebook.
No, but she'll send them to us on Messenger.
When I send you them, they're for your benefit, for your own pride. It's not something that I would place upon a platform, because that's family, and you know,
it's family. They're private. They don't want to go there, and it's protection of the little ones, right? Yeah, I agree. However, there's me with my grandson who's 20, who had at a gallery here in Hamilton. He had a showing of 2 of his photographs out of all his class at university, and guess who won the award? Him, for 2 pictures.
Wow.
He's on the dean's list twice. Last week I told you he's got a team ring with all the diamonds and the stones in it as their photographer. Any championship teams he photographs. His father, who he's learned through, has 3 rings now from different teams, professional, like NHL and whatever teams, right? And this was his first ring, and he was so over the moon. He said, "Oh my God, I never expected them to give me a ring like they do Dad," right? I said, "You know what? You don't realize that you hear worship your father. He's good at what he does. We got it." And his father likes sports. That's what he's doing more of. But he used to do huge concert venues, and he also did TIFF in Toronto. And he was trying to get in one of the British magazines with this, but he didn't make it. But yeah, so he started off doing movie stars and started off doing concerts, well-known musicians. He's done them all. And some of them are no longer around, right? But I'm trying to think of the guy that he met who is an astute, he's very educated. Oh, shoot. You guys would know him if I told you. He's a real rocker, like an old-time rocker, right? Like, it'll come to me later and I'll let you know.
But anyway,
whose dad is?
Oh, Damara always has champagne. Well done, Damara.
I'm in on the Lake Ontario, so I am what you would say 60 kilometers, which would be an hour from Toronto and an hour from Niagara Falls, Buffalo, in that area. So I'm in what they would say the greater Niagara area, sort of, and I'm on the same lake. So I could be in Toronto in an hour. That's in good traffic, right? Because it's crazy here. So, all right, we've got a few of you in here that have paid for readings. And yeah, let's see. Oh, his dad is an NFL player. No, his dad is a professional photographer for professional hockey and soccer and football teams. Yeah. So, and when they win the championship, all the team members get these great big rings that kind of look like the Olympic rings, right? They're amazing. And I said to my grandson, "Are those diamonds all real?" And he said, "Yeah, Nana, and we do have them insured." I said, "Well, I hope you do."
You would.
Yeah. So let's see what we got here. Well, first
Okay.
is where we are here. Tomorrow wants to be last. So Trend Zone's open. Let's go. Hi, Gerald. How are you doing in Chicago? I hope everything's going well for you there. Hope everything's going well for you. So we're gonna do.
So are we doing? Yeah,
we're
Trend
doing
Zone.
a Trend Zone. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So,
and he's open. It's always a general for him. All right.
Okay, so Gerald, welcome. Thank you so much every week for supporting us. We are so grateful. So for you, overall energy, 3 of Wands. This is asking you to look at the long term, look at the bigger picture, dream big, and then dream even bigger. And when you put a date on it, you've got a goal. And once you get that goal, start doing something about it. So look long term, where do you want to be? What would you love to do? But start doing something about it. Otherwise, it'll always stay just out there. Time to move in a slightly new direction. This is your help part of the reading. Learn from experience. You know what works, you know what doesn't work. Take all that on board. And now may be time to be moving forward with a new plan, new direction, and new ideas. Focus on staying balanced. So the Knight of Cups comes in. This is fast energy. So things happening quite quickly, suddenly picking up. And this card says, just don't go racing off. Slow down enough to make balanced, careful choices. Because we've got the Chariot here. And this really is a movement forward. It's momentum. Things suddenly moving forward. If they felt a little bit slow or a little bit stuck, not anymore. So that Knight of Cups just before this is saying this Chariot is strong energy. So just reel it in a little bit. Don't go dashing off with any impulsive decisions. Just take your time over that. Your guidance, we've got the Four of Wands. This is lovely. This is stability. This is happiness. It's joy. It's a reason to celebrate. And it's you being appreciated for everything that you do and you saying thank you very much. So very much a card of receiving with grace and with gratitude. And your outcome, Four of Pentacles, says it's time to take a break, have a rest, just step back. Slow down, step back. And sometimes when we do this, we think we're not busy enough or we ought to be doing more, when actually it's in this lovely time of rest and relaxation that we get the best ideas, the best inspiration. So take your time over this. We've got the Chariot really ready to push this energy forward. Take your time, think it over, dream big, and get ready to move in a slightly new direction. So, Gerald, I hope that resonates for you.
It's beautiful. So I'm doing things differently. I got a brand new deck. It's absolutely a phenomenal deck. It's called the Wild Mystic Oracle card deck. I'll show it to you later. It comes in a big box. It's all professionally packaged. The book that it comes with, oh my gosh, it's a hardcover book. It's absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, I'm going to be using it for the first time on Gerald, and I love it. It is an oracle deck, so I'm working with it with the tarot. Okay, so you've got the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is taking your time, balancing yourself, taking yourself to center. As Anne had said, don't go rushing into anything too quickly. It does come with the hummingbird, with the new deck, with the energy card, and it's telling me that you might be pushing yourself or overthinking about things too much. This hummingbird has its beak in the moon, and the moon is that card of mysticism, unknown things, wanting to find out. And you're in a big hurry to find the answer out to something perhaps right now. But take your time. This is about balance and not rushing in too quickly. We can't push time. We can't push situations too quickly. So just take yourself to center. But know that every time we get that Temperance card, it does have the depiction of angel wings or an angel. Spirit's got your back. So just lay low and don't worry about it. There's going to be something for you to celebrate coming in as you move through this time span here. This is the Three of Cups, celebrating sisterhood, brotherhood, family, friends, colleagues, whatever, getting together with people and wanting to celebrate. It could be a reunion. It could be a party. It could be socializing in general. It's a gathering of some sort that you're going to want to do. And it has to do with friendship. Maybe it's something that you're being provided here, because you get the card provide or provider. Provide. And this is a card that says you're going to receive something, and it could be in the form of anything. It could be in the form of time, effort, support, love, good health, or even money. And you're maybe wanting to celebrate that, something coming into you, something that is going to come to an end, because you have the Death card. And the Death card is that card of an ending and a new beginning. And maybe something's going to come to a conclusion, Gerald, where the connection is bad for you. Okay, he's having a hard time hearing us. Can everybody else hear us okay, or is it just Gerald? He says the connection is bad. Sounds great, big dream. Okay, dream big. Okay, so sorry about that, Trend Zone. Can everybody else hear us clearly, or is it just Gerald? So Gerald, something's going to come to an end, okay? And this might be what you're going to celebrate, the ending of something that you've been dealing with for a while, okay? So those are your cards. I hope they mean something to you. And I'm sorry if you're having a connection problem, but Anne and I are okay. We hear each other clearly. Damara, can you hear me clearly? Are you able to hear us clearly? Everybody else, can you give us an answer? Because if we're having a connection problem, that's not good. So Gerald, you might have to go back and listen to this on the replay. Give it a while, and when we're not on, and all good. Okay, so it might just be you. Okay, so hi, Genosi. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. So Gerald, go back on the replay, give it a day or whatever, a few hours, and you'll hear your message. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sorry that you're not getting a clear and concise sound. Okay. So Jeff, we've got you a general reading. Thank you so much for your super chat donation. It's always appreciated for sure.
Okay, Jeff, thank you so much for coming into the room. It's an absolute pleasure to read for you, and your cards are amazing. I've pulled 6 cards for you, and 3 of them are major arcana cards. So this is loud and this is lovely. And we're starting off, however, with the 6 of Pentacles. This is your overall energy. This is about you moving on and feeling good. Something fresh, something new, delays suddenly being over with, and an exciting and fresh start, and you moving on and feeling good. The King of Wands comes in as your help. Now, the kings are authority figures, and this King of Wands brings in the qualities of confidence, success, very entrepreneurial, very ambitious, very, very focused. This is how this king has become successful, because he's had to really work hard. And he's the sort of energy that is, watch me, I'm here, I've done this, no problem. Absolutely no self-doubt whatsoever. So this could be you showing up in your reading, or it could be somebody coming in, because this is the king with the action plan. This is the king who will come in as a coach or a mentor to help other people be and find their own success. The Chariot's next. What do you need to focus on? As if this moving on and feeling good, this is the louder version of that. The Chariot. Forward momentum, progress. It's exciting. It's a move forward, but it's done so mindfully. It's done so with discipline, with thought. It's all thought out. And then when you've done all of that, the balance, the discipline, off you go. This momentum forward. The Empress card says, get busy. Start something, get busy on those new ideas, work on this action plan, take the action steps. Don't just think about it or put it off till next week. This little Empress here, she's creating, she's taking action. The guidance, we've got the Page of Pencils. So the little pages come in as messengers. And this page brings in information. It's the pencils, it's the swords, it's very much to do with thinking and information. So this is the clarity coming in. New information, new inspiration, and brand new ideas. Sometimes it can mean a slight change to plan. That's absolutely fine. But this is the light bulb moment going on. Now you know exactly what to do. And the Justice card to finish off as your outcome. If you're waiting for any decisions, this card usually comes up and says they will likely fall in your favor. It's also a card that says walk the talk. Be guided by honesty, integrity, fairness, all those wonderful qualities, that little moral compass. Follow that and it will guide you safely. So, Jeff, I hope that resonates with you, and thank you for coming into the room.
Great reading, Anne. It sounds great. Jeff, something could be happening very suddenly that's going to cause change in your life. It can be an abrupt halt to something. It could be anything, but you're going to be able to have time to think about it, because you've got the patience card with it that says take your time. If something ends abruptly, and suddenly, it's going to give you time to be patient and think about how you're going to move forward after this. You could be rebuilding a better, stronger foundation, whether it's in relationships, business, a project you're working on, the company you keep, anything like that can come into play here. But it's an ending and a new beginning. When we have the tower is, everything comes to an abrupt halt. It's a card of inevitable and sometimes surprise change. So just be patient as you move through. Take your time to decide on which direction you want to go next and how you're going to change this to be better for you. It could have had to do with the situation. You've got the Three of Swords where there's been some disappointment, and maybe this abrupt halt and change caused that. Something came to an end, and it could have been a relationship or friendship, something to do with your work, the end of a phase, anything like that could be happening. But it's also the card of heartbreak and betrayal, and you hear me say this, you've cried your ocean of tears, but now you're pushing through the pain, and you're going to rest up because you have the rest card. Take your time. Whenever we go through disappointments and heartache and grief and sadness of any kind, we just don't snap out of it like that. It takes time. And this is a card that says rest up. Okay, you could be healing through a situation, a heart, an emotional, or even a physical situation that you need to take your time and heal through. And you will, because in comes the 10 or the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is wishes fulfilled. What you've worked on, you're going to see the rewards and the return come in. And it's a positive card. And it comes in, believe it or not, I don't pick these cards, with the card believe. So keeping your mindset very positive, moving out of this stage of disappointment, okay, and huge halt to something that came crashing down. Now you've got the card that says believe. Believe. You're weaving your own web here of new beginnings. You can catch all that beautiful energy that will bring you into this 9 of Cups energy. Wishes fulfilled. So this is a card of feeling joy and feeling, wishes are coming true for you. As you've got over the past, you're moving on. Just be patient and remember, take all the time you need to do this. So those are the cards I have for you today. They're very different with working with the Oracle deck, but I'm enjoying that because they are coinciding with exactly what you need to hear on the tarot message. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so Trend Zone says we're clear now. He can hear us. So that's great. So it looks like, Damara, you're the only one here, and I know you want to be last, but there's no one else here anyway. There's 6 people in the room. It's a very quiet day for us, but that's fine. The universe sends us what we need at the time. So we get to chat more and see how you guys are feeling. I do have Wanda Pierce and Genosi in the room as well. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Jeff. And by the way, these cards are coming in with animals. This one's the rabbit. See the rabbit with the web, the white rabbit?
Oh, yes.
We have the bear. So this deck is animals. Okay, so I know it's a dark deck, and I don't usually like to work with black or dark cards. But this is such an amazing deck. I thought, I'm really going to like this. Somebody else uses it. And I want to say
I haven't seen that before, actually.
Well, it might be, because this is why I got it. Somebody was using it, and I thought, what deck is that? And it might have been, I don't know, but it might have been Chris. It might have been.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Taro.
Yeah. It's called the Wild Mystic Oracle card set, but it blew me away. It was in this beautiful box, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, and a hard-covered book. I mean,
wow.
And it wasn't an arm and a leg. I think it was $25 American, so it would be $35 Canadian.
It's what a tarot creator like me dreams of. A beautiful box with your cards in and a little book that's all beautifully illustrated, and heaven on earth. Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. So shall I read for Damara?
Yes, please.
Okay. Damara,
just let's ask her a question. Damara, do you have a specific question that you want us to focus on, or do you want us to go with what Spirit has to say this week? Just let us know before we do this, okay? Are you there, my dear? Don't make me press that button.
It's coming out. I'm sure, I think she might have said a general, but I'm not sure. I'm just looking back in the chat now. She's, oh.
Is she back? Or
No.
you?
Shall I go on with my, I've done general for her. If I need to put some more cards, I will.
Okay. All right. So Damara,
Right, so, Damara.
with what Spirit has to say, okay? And
Right.
our card.
Okay. So Damara, thank you. What a pleasure to read for you. You've got an amazing card to start you off. Overall energy, the world. It's the final of the major arcana cards, and it's absolutely beautiful because it's a card of celebrating. It's celebrating a job well done, and it's the end of a cycle. It's the finish of something, but it's the start of something new, and it's advancement and success. So this is you moving on and moving up. So stay determined. Stay focused. 9 of Wands here. This card says, yes, you can. You're so nearly there. This is the card of persistence, determination, motivation, and self-belief. And when you put all those things together, we've got the victory card, 6 of Wands, literally what it says on the card. Victory, success, happiness, and joy. So we've got this moving forward, moving up, the end of one cycle and the start of a brand new one. So get busy planning. This is how you can help yourself. We've got the Knight of Coins. This knight plans plan A, plan B, and if necessary, plan C. She's the only one in my deck not riding the motorbike because she stopped to look at the map. So she knows exactly where she's going and how to get there. So detailed planning, take time to do that. Walk your talk. Justice card showing up. This is you focusing on integrity, honesty, fairness, wisdom, happiness, all those lovely qualities. Follow that moral compass and let it guide the way. And your final outcome, Page of Cups. So the pages bring in messages and information, and this little page brings in messages of love, joy, thanks, appreciation. It's absolutely lovely. This little page is very tuned into her intuition. So trust that as well. It can also represent somebody coming in with help, support, encouragement and guidance to help you. So it's looking absolutely lovely, Damara. Moving on, moving up very successfully.
Oh, beautiful.
I hope that resonates. Thank you.
Something's going to end tomorrow. You've got the Death card, and it's a spiritual transformation you're going through. It's a new beginning. It's letting go. It's endings and new beginnings with the Death card. I mean, it comes in with the card of kindness. You're going to feel that the universe is doing this for a reason, and Spirit's doing this for a reason. Like I tell everybody, the universe isn't happening to us. The universe is reacting to us. So, you know, you've always been such a kind and caring individual. You've always been there for everybody else. And it's time for you now to move into something new. And allow yourself to create something brand new. You're going through transformation. I know you're going through changes right now. And because of your kindness, it's going to open doors for you of opportunity to meet the right people at the right time. So people are aware of how you are, but you're not a pushover either, because you've learned to stand up for yourself with the 7 of Pentacles, moving forward, defending your corner, being sure that you market yourself well, and knowing when the right time is to stand firm. And you do that with determination because you have the determination card. It's also showing 2 fish, the sign of the Pisces. You could be dealing with a water energy. Going around in circles, we know that the Pisces, they're either swimming up against resistance or they're riding the waves down. And that's the Pisces energy. You've been experiencing this kind of energy, up and down swing. But now you with your determination and your due diligence, okay, you're going to move forward. Now, Be careful, because you could be putting yourself into something that could be risky. This is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is that knight that goes charging in towards a goal, gets all excited, he's exuberant, and you're going to feel that way. But I know you're pretty careful, but just be careful. If there's something you're going to get into, you're investing into, you weigh the risks. If there's some risk involved, do your research, because you don't want to be stuck healing your wounds and licking your wounds later because you rushed into something too quickly. I know you're pretty methodical, you're pretty organized, but this is a card of healing through something here. There may have been something you got involved with in the past that was a risk, and you've taken a while to heal through that. But it's the Knight of Swords is big changes, fast changes, and going after something in a big hurry you're exuberant, excited about, which is wonderful. But just make sure if there's any risk involved, you do your homework and make sure that the risk is worth taking. Okay. So, hi, Real Country Woman. How are you? Nice to see you here. It's a slow start for us. It might be a day where people are just laid back, or they're busy doing things with family, which is perfectly fine. You never know who's going to come in. And what I'm going to do, I think, Anne, in the future is I'm going to post on my posting on Monday when we're going on Sunday, because I often leave it to the last minute to post it and people don't know, right? So I'm going to start doing that, guys, and maybe our room will fill up better by doing it and giving people a heads up much earlier on their calendar to be organized as well. Okay, so thank you, Damara. Okay, so we've got, is Wanda here? Oh yeah, Wanda was here. We got Janosi and we've got Real Country Woman that we can give a couple of cards to because they're in our room. So where are we here? Wanda, are you still here? You said not too long ago. So we're going to pull a couple of cards for you as well, okay? Because you're in the chat room, we try to do that as time permits, right? And yeah, she's here. Thank you, Wanda. Nice to see you. Wanda came in and said, "Oh, I caught you. Good. Yippee." She misses us, I guess. She catches us at the end or something. Yeah. Yeah, we're here. We're good. And it's a quiet day today. So look at that.
So, Wanda, two fabulous cards for you. Wheel of Fortune. Moving on, moving forward, momentum, progress, you moving yourself forward. It shows up when things have maybe felt a little bit stuck or a little bit slow. Not anymore. This is you making your move forward. And just in case you weren't listening to that one, we've got the slightly less version energy. This is the major arcana. This is the loud one. This is the same message, but a little bit quieter. 6 of Pencils, 6 of Swords, moving on and feeling good. Now, it might mean a holiday. She's got a little suitcase there. But generally, this shows up again if things have felt delayed, stuck. This is the breath of fresh air, the new energy coming in, and she's not just thinking about making a move on this card. Look, she's halfway across the card. She's decided, she's moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune says, and you can do that with confidence and enjoy this. This is momentum, it's progress. And I do feel when I'm reading the cards, it's probably something that you've been waiting for, and suddenly, right, away we go. Thank goodness. So I hope that resonates, Wanda. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. Okay, so you could be sitting here feeling like you're missing out on an opportunity with the 4 of Cups, but it's all about not seeing the trees for the forest. You got to lift your chin and be open to see new things. By opening your mind to differences and new things coming in, looking at things from a wider perspective, it comes in with freedom. You're going to feel a lot freer now, being able to go after something you might not have expected would work out in your favor. Don't get caught up in that energy of sitting and just waiting, thinking about, things aren't going fast enough, things aren't happening quick enough, I'm not seeing a return quick enough. Once you open your eyes to everything that's out there, it's going to open you up to be able to carve out what it is you want to do and feel freedom. You got a great card. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles often refers to a message that could have to do with your career. You could be changing careers. You could be getting a windfall of some sort. You could be getting a new job. But it's often about It's a card often about financial new beginnings that are coming in. Don't be afraid to step out there and try something new. You've got the card of courage. This is about you being able to go out there and, as I said, carve out something that's going to make you feel more freedom, that you're going to be able to move forward. But the Ace of Pentacles is that opportunity coming in, and if it shows up, don't be afraid to go after it. Okay, that's what I have for you, Wanda. Thank you. Okay, so yes, it does. Finger number 1. Real Country Woman has something here. She said, I wanted to tell you this if anything happens to me. Oh dear, because my toxic ex and his family have threatened me. Tell the cops to go to the Hague household in Montpelier, Virginia. Wow. I hope nothing happens to you, Real Country Woman. Have you not contacted the police? No, when people make threats against your life here in Canada, that's a sentence of 5 years in jail, especially if there's proof of it on the phone. I would be starting to tape everything that they say to you on the phone, because here in Canada, they can go to jail for that. You cannot threaten death on someone, threaten someone's life. Okay. And obviously they're threatening you with something. So please get a hold of the police and let them know. You may have to get a peace bond against them, you know, that they can't come near you if you're feeling threatened and afraid. All right. So please do that for us. Okay. For yourself. Okay. We're going to go to Genosi. Genosi, are you here? If not, we will go to Real Country Woman. So we're going to go to Real Country Woman right now. Okay. Oops. This is Wanda. Thank you. You're welcome, Wanda. Real Country Woman, we're going to do you. Oh, Genosi's here. Sorry. I have to go to in order of in the line. And then we'll
Genosi.
Okay. Genosi, yeah, we're going to give you a few cards, okay, for being in the room. And thank you so much for staying with us in the chat room. You know, it's funny. Last week we were so busy, right? One after another.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
It was crazy. We thought we were never going to get out of here because we went over an hour and a half. And today it's quiet. So it's really funny.
I think it must be a holiday weekend, perhaps, Brenda.
Yeah, I think so. In the States it is. People are busy right now.
Okay, so Genosi, fabulous cards. Ace of Wands to start off. New beginnings. That's the reading for you in a nutshell. So we've got an ace of wands, and the wand suit is exciting. It's enthusiastic. It's action orientated. New opportunity, new start. And this card says, what are you waiting for? Immediately followed by the new beginnings card, just in case we weren't listening to the first one. New beginnings, it's beautiful. New chapters opening up, a fresh new start, something that you're really happy and excited about, especially as the wand suit came in just in front of it. So a transformational new beginning. It's absolutely lovely and an opportunity for a beautiful, fresh new start. Wow. So I hope that resonates. Thank you.
So as Anne had, I also have the card transformation. You're going through a change. You know, I love it. It always comes with a butterfly in a lot of decks where it's total transformation. Yeah, total. See your butterflies, total change. You're coming out of a phase and you're starting a brand new one. You're able to emerge into something beautiful and new, as we think of the butterfly as that way. And it even shows the butterfly and the cocoon falling away at the bottom. Okay. Believe in yourself. Okay. You're building your own web to catch all the energy and all the good things that you deserve in your life. This is the card of the rabbit. This is a card that says, believe in yourself, going through changes right now that you can get through this. Trust your instincts. Okay. This is about trusting your inner voice of reason, listening to, your intuition, trusting it. When we do, we don't usually go astray. When we go within, we don't go without. So trust your instincts. If it feels good, believe in it, and you're going through a big change. As Anne said, transformation, same kind of card, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Hi, Taro Winning. Nice to see you. Nice to see a new person in here winning. All right. Okay, so Real Country Woman, you're next. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to pull cards to see what the universe is saying about your situation. But you didn't ask a question, of course, but whatever comes up, okay? Messages right now, general messages from Spirit for being in the room, okay?
Okay, so Real Country Woman, 7 of Pencils card. This is about a change in direction. This is about you leaving behind something, the old ways of doing something, the old ways of thinking about things, and now moving forward. And on the card, she has 2 choices to focus on: her needs and her own new plans. So this is you really stepping out on your own, choosing to do something now that suits you so much better, leaving behind what you don't need anymore and moving off in a slightly new direction. The Queen of Coins comes in. Now, the queens and the kings bring in beautiful qualities for us to focus on. They're here to help and guide us. And this queen is very focused on home life. She's very grounded, very sensible, uses common sense. She's very affluent and very focused on those people around her and making sure they have all their needs met. And she does this really well because she's practical, she's down to earth, she uses common sense, and she's very resourceful. And these are lovely qualities that you can use to help you get moving in this new direction. Grounded common sense, being sensible, being practical, and getting ready to make you move. So I hope that resonates. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, Real Country Woman, I can see the battle is ongoing. You know, you're battle weary, you're tired, but remember, you have great resilience. You have the ability to grow from this experience. Okay, as hard as it is to imagine, you're going to stand up. Here is a trick card. Okay, this is exactly what I would call the 7 of Swords, the liar, the cheater, the thief. The trickster card comes with often with a coyote. And it's a card where they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. They're trying to threaten you, but I do think that their words are idle. I think talk is cheap. Okay, you're going to find the peace that you need, but I would protect yourself. Okay, I would definitely be going to the police. I would be filing a complaint against them because you feel threatened. And yeah, okay, in order to get a peace bond, you got to go to court and all this malarkey, but you can at least have it documented with the police that they know. Okay, but I think you're going to find your peace. I think you're going to be okay. You're standing up for yourself. I think that they're just blowing it in the wind. I know you're feeling threatened by them. You know them better than I do, but you're going to grow and grow away from this. Okay, you're going to grow from this. So you know, as much as I'm not trying to make light of threats, and I'm not, because I don't know the personal situation that you're going through. But if you're feeling extremely threatened, I want you document it with the police. Okay. Yeah. And if you get phone calls, I would tape them. All right. If you can tape the phone calls, I would do that, record them. All right, for your own safety. But I'm not seeing it happening. I think they're just blowing it in the wind. They're trying, it's idle threats I'm seeing to try to scare you off in some way. Okay. Okay. We've got Tara Winnings. This is a new person here. Hi, Tara Winnings. We'll give you a couple of cards for being in the room. Say hello, let us know you're still here. Okay. Yeah. Put yourself, Real Country Woman, I want you to put yourself in a bubble or put yourself in a circle of white light and ask your angels and divine spirit to keep you protected. You know, people say, why don't you get attacked, you know, when you're doing what you do? And I don't believe in spells anyway. I think if we believe in spells can happen and bad luck can come our way. But we walk in spirit, Anne and I, and we walk with God, and we walk with our faith, and we leave ourselves in that circle of white light. And I never feel fear because I know they're around me to protect me. So put yourself in a circle of white light, visualize it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Anne.
That's all right. So Tara, welcome to the room. And your first card is an ace. We've had quite a few aces tonight. This is the Ace of Pencils, Ace of Swords. So it's the start of something. It's the first card in the suit. And this is the card when you work it all out. This is the light bulb moment going on. This is when you've tried a few things and it hasn't quite worked. And now, look, she's hit the bullseye. right in the middle. She knows exactly what to do, and she can do that again. So clarity coming in, new ideas coming in, new inspiration coming in. And that's immediately followed by the 10 of coins, one of the happy ever after cards. This is lovely. Very much, it's grounded energy, the coins. It's very much to do with home and family and finances and work. And this says, take time out with those people that you love. This is about financial security. It's appreciating the little things. And it's just that all over feeling of happiness, joy, and fulfillment. So it's looking absolutely lovely. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, tarot winnings. There could be somebody around you that's deceptive. They're only out for their own agenda. This is called the liar, the cheater, the thief. Somebody could be trying to coerce or they could be trying to coerce or charm you into something, or they could just be sneaking around behind your back. You're going to find out about it, and you're going to defend yourself here. Okay, you're not going to allow somebody to come in and spread defamation around. This is the Scorpion. Okay, the Scorpion has a sharp sting, and I think at the end of the day, you'll win this battle with this individual. You're not going to hang around, okay, because you care enough about yourself with the care card, and the universe is saying it loves you too. Okay, you've got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is love coming in. This could be a new person coming into your life to support you and be on your side. Somebody here could be crying over spilt milk, and they could be jealous of your new happiness that you have in your life, the contentment that you already have in your life. Somebody cares for you, and they are going to prove that they do. It's a new beginning for you. This could be a new relationship, and maybe this individual here doesn't like it. Too bad. Okay, so those are your cards, my dear. Thank you so much for coming in the room. Thank you, Real Country Woman. So yeah, so here we are. We're almost at the hour of us closing down. There's nobody else in the room we haven't done a bit of a reading for. So we can just chat amongst ourselves, and you guys can talk about whatever you want to talk about, or ask us any questions about us and what we do. Not personal questions, but questions if there's anything you want to know about Anne and I. And Anne works with the angels, and I work with spirit as well. But Anne started off with all the angels. She's got a book about angels. She's out there. She's got her cards about angels, and she sells those cards, guys, as you know, and she sells them reasonably. There's her little angel, Teacups and Angels.
The little book.
And I have that book too.
My little angel book.
Amazing. How she's the one that got me was you were going somewhere.
How things have moved on.
Yeah. And you needed a parking spot somewhere, right? And how you were saying, manifesting that, ask your angels, please, I need a parking spot. And didn't this spot, and I've done that too, Anne, when I'm heading somewhere, saying, oh, please let me find a parking spot. And there it is, just miraculously, it opens up and I go in it.
That was lovely, because this I wrote I wrote the book in 2012. So this is a little while ago. When I was waiting for that, I would have been late. And I'd gone round and around this car park, and I'm thinking, and just thinking, oh, just somebody. Now, and then this person walked into the car park. I mean, I had a few walk in. I'm thinking, oh, they're going to go, and they didn't. But they were twirling the car keys around like this on the fingers. Who does that? Nobody does that. Do you? I mean, your car keys are in your handbag, your car keys are in your pocket. But this gentleman came in, and he was doing that, and that's what caught my attention. And as he walked into my car, he goes, I'm going, do you want my parking spot? And I went,
yes. Isn't that great? Yeah. That's
that
amazing.
Quick.
Yeah, I've done that too.
And I'd asked nicely, and then, please, can I have a parking spot? Lovely angels, I need a parking spot. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hurry you, but I'm in a rush now. And then in came this man with these keys. Yeah. I can remember it. So yeah.
Okay, so Wanda has a question to both ladies. How did you know you were chosen to have special gift to deliver these messages? Okay, Anne, go ahead.
I appreciate tremendously what I do, but I don't think I am special over anyone else. No. Everybody can do this.
Yeah.
If you'd asked me 20 years ago. You'll be reading tarot cards in on a YouTube channel. You'll have your own channel. You'll be doing live tarot card readings. I honestly would have struggled not to laugh out loud, because I honestly, it never entered my head. And it was only when certain life events happened, and this is what this little book's about, how I found the angels, or actually how they suddenly went, Anne, time you were listening, love, you really do need to pay attention. And I did. That it all started. So have I got a special gift? No, everybody has this special gift. I am so privileged to be able to use it. And my intention is to use what I can, do what I can do to help other people. And I knew it would have something to do with communication, but I didn't know how. Because I love people. I love watching people. I'm one of these people that can, you know, sit in a restaurant, look out the window, and I'll be looking out at the street and paying, oh, you know, people watching. I love people. I love talking to people. If you could see some of my school reports, Anne loves talking. That would feature in some of the school reports. But I never, ever thought I would be doing this. I was frightened of the tarot. I wouldn't have had a deck of tarot cards in my house because I was, oh no, that's not my thing. But actually, when you learn about it and when they are used with hands of love and compassion, they're actually there to help you, which I now know. So, no, I'm not chosen. Everybody is chosen. Never, ever doubt that you can't. And all I will say is, start talking to spirit, talk to the angels, ask them a little question, just something really simple while you're making a cup of tea, and you will be amazed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Wanda, let me know if you'd like a little book, and I'll pop a little book in the post for you, because that's my little journey, or the start of it.
Yeah.
And then how it's actually taken off. It's lovely. I mean, somebody was talking about it, and for me, it's been, let me work it out, a 25-year overnight success.
5-year overnight, yeah.
A 25-year overnight success, yes.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, with me, I always knew there was something different. I always listened to that little voice of reason. My claim to fame was I lost myself in psychic rooms, a very famous psychic room that was live online, and you became a member, you joined it, and you could go out, and I would pay money to have them read me. And I was brokenhearted. I'd lost my husband, and I was so lost. And I would go into their room, like Anne can see me and I can see her, and all of a sudden spirit stepped forward, and I would start saying, oh, Anne, I see this, Anne, I see that. And it scared the psychics, because they said, who are you? Who do you work for? Where are your cards? And I said, what cards? They said, you're dead on. How can you do this? And I said, I don't know. Spirit sends me messages, downloads, and I just follow their cue. And they just tell me I have to tell you this. So I would go in and read them, and they wouldn't read me because and so it got to the point where every time I went into someone's chat room, they would shut their room down and say, oh my God, BB's here. And that was my name, Brenda Bernie, BB, they called me. And they would shut the room down and Skype me, and they'd want me to read them without cards, because I was an intuitive reader. And I only used cards as a tool. I knew nothing about tarot. When I started out here in 2015 on YouTube, I had all these cheat sheets on my wall, because I was just so scared. Where Anne talks to people, I'm a Pisces. We're very shy. All my report cards that came in as a kid, they would say, Brenda's so quiet. We have to kind of pull her out. We have to get her, to speak up. She sits back there. She's very quiet and timid. And that's the way the fish is. The fish hides. It's elusive, right? It's taken me all these years to finally step out here and have the courage to let you guys see me do what I do, because I don't like my face on camera. And it's just taken me. It's this time, right? So, my mother had gifts, and I call them gifts. My mother stopped a clock that she was angry at my father. And so she stopped the time, and no clocksmith, no jeweler can fix it, right? I won't get into details why. But anyhow, people come to me at the powwows, because I am Indigenous Cree. And my daughter would phone me going to the powwow, and it would be Friday night. And Friday night, the chief is in the pit, and they're blessing the new regalias for the dances. And it would be raining. It rains often. And of course, she would phone me, and I'm on my way, and it's a 6-hour drive to get to this. And this powwow, this reservation. And she'd say, Mom, because she's a Libra, she knows what I do, but she doesn't get into it. My son's a Scorpio, and he gets into all of it. And she'd say, Mom, can you do your thing? It's raining here. 20 minutes later, she'd phone me and she'd say, Mom, thank you. The rain stopped. So I was in Cuba one time, many, many, many years ago, and it was so hot. And I asked God to just give us a drop of rain, just a drop. It was like deadly. And we were on these little mopeds, 2-piston mopeds. And it was like God, this cloud came over. It was sunny. This cloud came over the island. It was like God opened a zipper and this deluge of water came down. Everybody looked up at this black cloud and thought, what the heck happened? My girlfriend turned around to me and she said, you did this. I know you did. Because she knew I could do crazy things. So they used to come to me to make it rain or not rain. But I have to tell you, there have been orbs around me my whole life. Apparitions have been around me. My husband has the gift of sight. He sees them before he takes the camera. And sure enough, there are the purple pyramids around me. There are the orbs around me. Anne has seen the orbs around me in the room when I go live. And it's usually when I talk about angels or I'm working with angel cards. So spirit steps in. Sometimes you'll hear them knock on my closet door, things like that. So I've always just embraced it. I don't fear it. It took me a while to get the courage to come out on YouTube and do what I do, but I had to learn tarot, and I knew nothing about tarot. Yeah, and you have to know the suits, and there's 78 cards and what they mean, and blah blah blah. And then what happens is a lot of readers we know that are very good readers, they go according to the graphics, the pictures on them. They know basically the meaning of what the suit means. Wands are taking action, and the cups are emotion and relationships and things like that. So anybody can do what Anne and I do. And no, I don't feel I was chosen. I don't feel I'm special. I feel that I had a calling and my calling is to be of service. I do well with serving people, and Anne did too. She worked at a school, and I was a hairstylist. I had a hair salon, and so I was serving people, right? Not only serving them, but touching them. And then as my intuitive gifts started to get bigger and stronger, being a medium, spirit came to me, people that had died, and I would have to go up to the client, and she wouldn't even be in my chair. She'd be in one of my staff's chair, and they all knew what I did, but I kept it quiet. And I would go up and quietly say to the client, there's somebody here. They won't leave me alone, and this is their name. And she'd go, oh my God, that's my brother. He died 2 weeks ago. And so, yeah, and I've read people in airports and in shopping malls and things. And when they come to me, they're very loud and they won't leave me alone. It's like, okay, I'm busy. I can't do this right now, but they follow me and they won't leave me alone, right? You got to tell them this message. I know you can do this. You've got to do this, and it's like, oh, for God's sake. Okay, I'll go do it. Make myself look stupid. I'm going up to a stranger, but they're always dead on. So then you realize that, you were meant for this calling. But I love what I do. Anne loves what she does. We love what we do now. So we do feel that we're gifted from spirit with this gift to do it. Okay. But we don't feel we're any better or special, because you can do this. It has to be a calling that you want to do. Yeah. You learn the tarot. And what we do is with tarot, I call myself a visionary storyteller. What we do is like a general, okay? So we just do a general. Actually, generals are harder for us than actual question is, okay? And when we do a general reading, we know what the cards mean. But when we get a question, we take that card and we associate it with your question. It could be a money card, but if it has to do, you asked us, a relationship card, and the ace of, say, pentacles comes in, which we know is job and this and that, it means there's a new beginning for you that's going to be prosperous and it's going to work out for you. So you learn to work with the cards and weave a story. And then intuition kicks in and you follow your guide and you follow your guides. I have guides. I have spirit around me all the time, as Anne does. And when they give us messages, we go with it. Because when I ask spirit to come in and guide my cards for my clients when I do personal readings, and I don't question it. It might sound bizarre, the message I'm giving the client, but the client knows the meaning and it's confirmed. Don't be afraid that you can't do this. If you have an interest, any of you, to do what we do, get yourself a deck. I got the angel cards. Anne uses angel cards, but I use angel cards years ago because it had the writing on them. And angel cards are softer. They're not as up in your face. They're not as, boom, boom, boom. And so I started working with them first. I had decks.
That's how I started.
Yeah.
And to be honest, for me, the last thing I would have ever thought was to me be like presenting on my YouTube channel or on yours, because my natural nature is to open the door and encourage somebody else to do that. I'm happy to stand in the wings and watch other people.
Well,
and I think my little sort of push you forward. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. No, don't push you forward. And that's been part of my journey, to have the confidence.
But you opened the door by watching my videos and being out of the kindness and generosity of her heart. She sends me a couple of her personal decks that she has made. And I get this lovely gift from this lady and a lovely card. And she says, Brenda, I watch your videos. I like what you do. I would love you to have these cards. And if you can promote them or use them at any time, I would love that. So I thought, how nice of her to do this, right? And out of the blue, she did this. And I didn't know her, and she didn't really know me other than following my videos. And unless you guys leave us comments on our videos, we don't know you're watching them. It just says, oh, you got 100,000 people watching your videos, but who are they, right? So anyhow, I wanted to chat her up. So I chatted her up, and we got to see each other virtually. And I wanted to thank her for her kindness. And I felt so humbled and so, grateful. And then one thing led to the other. And I said, Anne, you need to come out with me. And she had, I don't know, how many subscribers did you have when I met you?
600. No, it might have been less than, maybe I was working towards 500.
Okay.
But I only had maybe 200 or 300. There were not many. I was just starting.
So I talked her into coming out with me, and what I wanted her to do was to be eligible to apply for the AdSense account, where Google pays you for your videos you put out there.
You need 1,000 subscribers for that.
You need 1,000 subscribers for that, and 4,000 viewing hours of time.
Yeah.
So by bringing her out on my channel, I wanted to promote her because I believe in her and I know her work is good and it's authentic. And before we knew it, it just went up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And she hit that 1,000 mark in no time at all. You guys that have followed me do this with her. And now she's up there now. And she's got over 5,000.
5,000 now.
Over 5,000.
So, I mean, it absolutely thrills me to bits. It really does.
And so she's out there, and we work so well together. So that's why we're together.
It's like we've known each other. I feel of all the people, they say, of all the people in all the world, that's a famous line from a film. Don't know which one. Of all the people in all the world.
Yeah.
I send one of my tarot decks to this lady who I'm really enjoying watching on YouTube while I'm ironing, and I feel like I've known you all my life. Yeah, the minute we sort of actually spoke to each other rather than emailing, I thought, and it's just.
And I do believe they talk about the universe, but we talk about God. We talk about that spirit aligns us up to be on the path at the right time with the right people. And we feel blessed when that happens. So there was a reason, because I enjoy Anne. Anne's out here. She promotes my channel because you guys get to see her too, and what her gifts are that she has and how she reads her cards. And those are her personal cards she's designed. She sells them. They're absolutely beautiful cards. I don't use them here with her because she's using them. But you have seen me occasionally use them out on my YouTube channel. So, they're beautiful cards. And feel free to check her out, you guys that are new. If you haven't, it's Anne Ellis Angels. And go check her out because she's an amazing reader herself. And she does sell these cards, right? Yeah. And they're beautiful.
Wanda was saying about, yes, she would like a book. Right. Can I just say, Wanda, if you can get in touch with me through my website, do it that way. You can send me a little message so I know where to send it to, or you can go onto Amazon, and it's a little book on Amazon.
There you go. And it's not expensive.
I think it's about I think it's something like even $1 or 50 cents. It's not.
No, it's not expensive.
It's like the minimum amount that I can put it
Charge.
on there. Teacups, tea, angels, and me, and that's what it looks like with a little angel sitting in a teacup.
Yeah. So go
So
on
either go on to Amazon or give me a little message, and then you can read my little book. Yes.
So there you go. Well, guys, we've been out here for over an hour now, and it's been a pleasure. We're down to 4 people in the room. It's been a quiet day, but last week was a zoo, so it was like when we took like that, right? And so, you know, the universe and God says, okay, you guys just need an easy day today. I'm going to make chicken parmesan, and I'm going to have a nice salad for dinner tonight. So I thought, you know, I'll go in when we finish here and I'll start prepping for dinner. And you've already had your dinner. You're going to have a cup of tea and put your pajamas on.
I am.
Yeah, I know you are. And I'm going to think about making dinner. And not my little munchkin down here. He's already been out. He's got to be by me. He's got to be in the same room. I'm surprised his cohort in crime isn't in the other bed, Charlie. He's probably sitting with Andre. So, guys, we love you, and we can't tell you enough how grateful we are that you follow us, that you subscribe to us, that you leave us comments, and you join us here every single week faithfully. I mean, Damara, you're amazing. Jeff, you're amazing. Wanda and Gerald and all of you guys that come in here. Thank you, Real Country Woman. Please don't let this go. I feel as though this, you know, they're just trying to pull your string, but I would want to see you put yourself in the way of danger. So God bless, you know, God bless you too, Taro Winning. Thank you for coming in. And yes, next week, as far as I know, next week, is next week the 21st?
No, it's the 4th.
Okay. It'll be following week that I won't be here. But anyway, you guys will have a heads up before then. And then I will be going out this month, near the end of the month, with Nath. And he's an amazing reader. He's over in Portugal. He's incredible. And he's taking me on his channel. He has 200 and 300 people in his chat room. I mean, he's got his hands in so many pots, but he's an intuitive reader like me, but he does use the cards as well. So I'm going to giving you guys a heads up. Anne's going to go in the chat room too. She can't wait. And I'll be going out with him as well. But I'll be here next week, of course, with Anne, as I do every Sunday. And the following Sunday, I think I won't be here because there's something I have a different, not to do with tarot, but I have an event I have to go to. So guys, we love you, and have a very blessed, safe, healthy, happy, and prosperous, successful week. And I'll see you next week.
See you next week. Yes. Thank you.
Bye-bye.